Episode 12 Different View of Equestria. It's a very important morning in Ponyville following the drama at Rouge's farewell party from the night before. Relationships ended while new ones began. Shocking revelations about Sonic and Manic's cutie marks has led to the possibility that the ponies could have once lived on Mobius over 30,000 years ago. Princess Twilight Sparkle is awake. Not that she slept much during the night. She could not fathom how something of this historical magnitude was lost or hidden for all these years, and even more so was confused as to how there was no historical evidence of the Equestrian Empire that once thrived on Mobius. Princess Twilight Sparkle knew she needed some evidence. She wasn't sure if Sonic and Manic's cutie marks and the stories they told were going to be enough to convince Princess Celestia of possibly changing the history records. Starlight Glimmer also confirmed to Twilight that while on Mobius, Shadow took her to see the ancient ruins of what was left of the Equestrian Empire. All Starlight saw really was a very small part of the castle Princess Soletta and Prince Tully once called home, and some large pieces of some of the statues that once adorned the ancient palace. Twilight's castle. Starlight preparing a cup of coffee. Twilight Sparkle walks downstairs. I take it you didn't sleep well last night either. Try not at all, Starlight. I seriously stayed awake the entire night trying to figure out how all this fits together, and why there's no record of any of this at all in any of the historical books. I mean, for goodness sake, there's no record of it anywhere, not even in the historical archives in Camelot. I'm sure Spike has already sent messages to Princess Celestia about this. Twilight grabs a cup of coffee. Of course, this is beyond huge. I mean, Starlight, we're talking about rewriting our history from over 30,000 years ago. I know, this is so crazy. I had no idea Sonic and Manic had cutie marks. How did Princess Celestia handle the news of this? Tails waking up on the couch. Twilight sips her coffee. She's concerned about the confidentiality over this. She already informed me she doesn't want word of this being leaked outside of my castle walls until we find concrete evidence of these stories being true. Princess Celestia wants me to accompany Sonic to Camelot for a meeting with her on this matter on Monday morning. I mean, what am I supposed to say about something I know nothing about? Good morning, Princess. Good morning, Starlight. Good morning, Tails. Want a cup of coffee? No, thanks. I'll have one for the trip, though. You are a guest in my castle. You shouldn't have slept on a couch, Tails. I'm so sorry. It's perfectly fine, Your Highness. Actually, your couch is quite comfortable, and besides, all your guest bedrooms were taken. Tails, there's no reason to be so proper with me. I'm really not one of those types of princesses. Twilight would be just fine, Tails. I wish you would have told me you didn't have a bed to sleep in. I would have given you mine, since I didn't sleep anyway. Sonic and Rainbow Dash's room. Rainbow Dash is brushing her mane. Hey, is everything okay? You haven't said much since last night. You're not angry with me, I hope. Oh, of course not. I was just really shocked and caught off guard by everything last night. I'm still processing it all. When Manic told me that two ponies already knew about his cutie mark, I figured it was time to tell Twilight about it, and I didn't want to keep you in the dark either. I just hope you don't think this whole situation is weird, or that I'm weird for having a cutie mark. Are you kidding? This is totally awesome, and you shouldn't be ashamed of having it either. If anything, Sonic, I'm completely excited about this. The fact that you have a cutie mark means that a hedgehog and a pony can have children together. Exactly. Even though we're two different species, we're still Mobians technically. The other night when you asked me in the hot tub if I thought a hedgehog and a pony could work together, and I said, yeah, everything is going to be just fine for you and me, well, I knew that was the truth because of my family's past. I'm so excited for our future, Sonic. I look at you and I literally see the rest of my life. One thing I'm learning, life is completely out of control crazy. I'm just so incredibly happy that you're part of my crazy life. I really, really, really love you a ton, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic smiles. He goes over to Rainbow Dash and gives her a very passionate kiss. I really, really love you too, Dash. Just you wait. Sorry, guys, I gotta go back. Just you wait until you see the surprise I have for you today. Let's just say it's out of this world. Rarity's boutique. Rarity is in the shower. Silver enters. My, for the amount of fun we had last night, you're off and running early today. Oh, don't get me going again, Silver. I really need to freshen up. I have very important business to attend to this morning. Oh, for goodness sake, darling, it's a Saturday morning. What could you possibly have business-wise to attend to? Can't you stay here and make love to me again? You're the boss of your company. Take a day off. Like I told you last night, darling, being in fashion is a very demanding business. I have a very lucrative business deal that I must propose today. But I promise, Silva, we will most definitely be having fun again tonight. Silver enters the shower with Rarity. Silver starts passionately kissing Rarity. We have a little bit of time right now, don't we? I wish, darling, but I've been putting this business proposition off with Applejack long enough. There's a lot of money to be made in this deal for both Applejack and I. Applejack as the lucrative business deal you've been rambling on about this morning? Yes, and don't judge. Applejack and I have already started doing business together. She had some leftover apples a few months back, so as an experiment, we decided to make an apple spray perfume to see if it would sell. That experiment turned out to be quite the moneymaker, darling. In fact, both myself and Applejack made a substantial amount of money on that batch of perfume. I had no idea. So you girls are using real apples to make this perfume? Isn't that sticky once you spray it on your body? Applejack found a way to dilute the apple juice to not make it sticky. Believe me, I was in shock at how masterful Applejack was when creating this perfume. I had no idea she'd be good at it. I'm telling you, Silva, Applejack's Apple Paradise is going to be a gold mine. The demand for it at my Manhattan store is unreal. I better get going, darling. Rarity kisses Silver. You amaze me in every way, Rarity. There's something about a strong business mare that's attractive to me. Thank you, Silva, and please make yourself at home today, darling. Rarity grabs her towel and dries herself off as she leaves the bathroom. Fluttershy's cottage. Amy walks in. Oh my goodness, Amy, I was worried sick about you last night when you weren't here and I got home. No worries, Fluttershy. After I left Rouge's party, I decided to go for a walk and really evaluate what I want to do with my life now that I'm independent. I ended up falling asleep on a park bench. I'm sorry, things haven't been working out for you since you've been here, Amy. I've only been in love once in my life, and it didn't work out for me either. I'm the one to blame for my own misfortunes. I should have been less selfish when it came down to me and Sonic. I never stopped and thought about what he was sacrificing when he'd go off and fight Dr. Eggman. I only cared about me and my feelings. Then I cheated on him with Shadow, and the rest is history. I mean, even with Silver, I kinda liked him, but I tried using him last night to make Sonic jealous. Fluttershy, am I a horrible hedgehog? No, not at all, Amy. It's like you said, now you're independent. You need to figure out what makes you happy and go from there. I have one bit of advice, though. You need to move on with your life without Sonic being in it romantically. That's just it, Fluttershy. I'm not sure if I can. I love him with all my heart, but no matter how much I tried to show him that I was sorry, it was never enough for him to forgive me. Can I really live a life without Sonic by my side? I think you can, Amy. I've never had a guy I could depend on until Discord came along. But as it turned out, he wasn't the right stallion for me. As much as it hurt me that Discord didn't want to be with me, I just continued on with my life because I know even though Discord and I may never be together, he'll always be here for me when I need him. That's what you and Sonic have now. He may not be in love with you, but he'll always care about you. I guess you make a valid point. Thanks, Fluttershy. No problem. Rainbow Dash has just returned back to Twilight's castle. She made a quick stop at her house to pick up her luggage and to feed and say goodbye to her pet tortoise, Tank. Sonic began packing up the X-Tornado with Rouge and Rainbow Dash's belongings. Shadow gave Rouge a passionate hug to say goodbye. He whispered he was sorry to her in her ear. Rouge gave him a nod and a kiss on the cheek. Sonic, Rainbow Dash, and Tails begin boarding the X-Tornado while they wait for Rouge. Outside of Twilight Sparkle's castle, Twilight is crying. I didn't realize how hard this was going to be, Rouge. I'm really going to miss you, sweet thing. Rouge hugs Twilight. Please stop crying, Sparkles. I hate crying, and you're about to make me cry. I hope not. I love you, Rouge. I meant what I said before. You'll always have a home in my castle. Do you have the Chaos Emerald? Rouge pulls the yellow Chaos Emerald out of her rarity for you bag. Check. I guess you have everything you need then. Good luck, Rouge. Take care of yourself out there. I will, Sparkles, and you hold down the fort while I'm gone. There was one last thing I need to give you before I depart. And what's that? Rouge plants a kiss on Twilight's cheek. Twilight smiles. Rouge gives Twilight one last wink before she boards the X Tornado. Inside the X Tornado, Rouge hands Tails the Chaos Emerald. Here you go, Tails. Let's have some fun, shall we? Just don't kill us, sweetheart. Oh, come on, Rouge. You know I'm too good of a pilot for that. Oh, and Rainbow Dash, I'd buckle up if I were you. Are you ready for that surprise I was telling you about? Tails puts the Chaos Emerald into the Emerald Chamber on the X Tornado. Sonic, Tails just put the Chaos Emerald into the X Tornado. Yeah, I know. Buckle up, Dash. This is going to be a ride you'll never forget. This is why I needed Tails to pilot the X Tornado. He's the only one who can pilot in Chaos Mode. Rainbow Dash buckles up. Chaos Mode! Don't worry, Dash. You're going to love this. Just try not to lose your breakfast. Tails starts up the X Tornado. They start flying away from Twilight's castle. Good morning. This is your captain speaking. We will begin our launch into outer space in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaos Mode, engage! Outer space! Hold on, Dash. The X Tornado begins shaking as the Chaos Emerald's power kicks in. Tails slams on the thrusters as the X Tornado blasts off towards outer space. Rainbow Dash's cheeks are flapping violently as the X Tornado rockets towards the atmosphere. Rainbow Dash to herself, oh my god, this is so totally awesome! I can't believe Sonic did this for me. The X Tornado stops shaking as it enters outer space. Well, that was pretty easy. And you didn't kill us. Great piloting as usual, Tails. Tails turns the X Tornado around so the planet Equestria can be seen out the cockpit window. Rainbow Dash gasps. Is that? Yep, surprise, Rainbow Dash. What do you think of Equestria from outer space? I can't believe you did this for me, Sonic. This is the most beautiful surprise I've ever received. Thank you. Computer, switch to Chaos Hover Mode. Hover Mode engaged, Tails. Okay, Rainbow Dash, you can unbuckle your seatbelt and safety harness now. You don't have to tell me twice. Sonic gets up and helps Rainbow Dash out of her harness and seatbelts. Rainbow Dash tackles Sonic to the ground and is kissing him madly. I'm glad you love your surprise, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash trots over to the windshield. Sonic follows behind. I still can't believe how breathtaking this is. Equestria looks so peaceful from up here. Sonic, this is hooves down, the greatest thing any pony has ever done for me. I love you so much. I made a promise that if I ever got the chance to take you to outer space to look down on Equestria, that we'd do it. Well, here we are, Dash. This is probably the only chance we'll ever get at doing this, so I had to do it. I'm a hedgehog who stays true to his word. Thank you for being the greatest guy I could ever ask for. I'm so glad the Master Emerald brought you into my life. You constantly go above and beyond to make me feel special, and I will never forget this moment, ever. Here, let me see your hooves. Rainbow Dash places her hooves in Sonic's hands. Sonic places Rainbow Dash's hooves underneath the planet. Ever hear the saying you have the whole world in the palm of your hand? Yeah, except we say you have the whole world in your hooves. Well, now you can say that you've done it. Rainbow Dash looks out the window again. Sonic has placed Rainbow Dash's hooves, so it looks like she is indeed holding the planet of Equestria in her hooves. Rainbow Dash snuggles and nuzzles up with Sonic. Rainbow Dash and Sonic continue to enjoy the view of Equestria from outer space. Tails would eventually turn off the gravity to the X-Tornado, so Rainbow Dash could experience zero gravity for the first time in her life. Rainbow Dash is exuberant over this whole experience. She even enjoys a few passionate kisses with Sonic as they float around the X-Tornado. Meanwhile, at Sweet Apple Acres, Knuckles and Applejack are taking a day of relaxation. Knuckles is teaching Applejack the art of clearing her mind so she can communicate with the Master Emerald, since that is a job requirement for Applejack, who is the second guardian of the Master Emerald. Knuckles and Applejack are at the Master Emerald Temple. Knuckles is holding Applejack from behind and is gently caressing her to try to ease her mind. Sweet Apple Acres, the Master Emerald Temple. I don't know if I could do this, Nux. I mean, it's weird for me to be trying to talk to an emerald. Shh. I need you to concentrate. The Master Emerald communicates through visions that it puts in your mind, which is why it's so important for me to teach you some Zen. As guardians, it is our privilege to be the only two beings in the universe who have the ability to ask the Master Emerald for guidance. I may not always be around, so it's important that you have the ability to control the Master Emerald yourself. All right, I understand now. Let's give it another go. Applejack takes a deep breath and exhales. Rarity is walking towards the Master Emerald Temple. Good. Rarity is watching Applejack and Knuckles. Applejack raises her arms to the sky. Master Emerald, I'm in need of your guidance. Please shine and share your wisdom with me. The Master Emerald begins to glow as Applejack has connected with it. Rarity in shock over this. You're doing it, Applejack. The Master Emerald stops shining. Applejack opens her eyes. I saw Rarity. She's here. That was amazing, Applejack. This Master Emerald is absolutely breathtaking. Don't even think about trying to steal this here Master Emerald, Rarity. It's sacred. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it, Applejack. How did you do that? One of the perks of being a guardian of the Master Emerald. I'll leave the two of you alone. Kisses Applejack. I'm so proud of you, AJ. I learned from the best, Nux. So, Rarity, you want to talk about making a business deal about my perfume line, huh? Yes, how did you know? The Master Emerald told me that's why you were standing behind us. Applejack winks at Knuckles. Knuckles smiles at Applejack and heads towards the farmhouse. That's unbelievable. How does one communicate with an emerald? First, you have to be a guardian of the Master Emerald to communicate with it. Second, you have to clear your mind so the emerald can communicate with you telepathically. Did pretty good, didn't I? I'd say so, Applejack. Well, since you already know why I'm here, I say we get right down to business, shall we? All right, Rarity, let's hear your proposal. I'm willing to offer 200 bits for every 24 bottles of Apple Paradise perfume you produce. Applejack's Apple Paradise will be an exclusive perfume only to be sold at Rarity for You boutiques. And just for a reference point, how much you selling my bottles for in your stores, Rarity? 25 bits per bottle, darling. Why in Equestria is that important? So basically, you'd be making 400 bits of profit per case on my perfume. Precisely, Applejack. You'd be making your fair share selling me your cases at 200 bits. I've had quite a heavy demand at my Canterlot and Manhattan stores for your perfume, darling. A lot of ponies want your fragrance, and my boutique will be the only place they can get it. Applejack, dear, we are going to make a ton of money here. I don't doubt that for 1 second, Rarity. I run an apple orchard that was designed to help feed Equestria, not to make some fruity little fragrance that makes all the stallions go crazy. I need some time to think this over. Besides, making that there perfume is going to take time away from my apple bucking duties. My other concern is I don't want to be wasting any of my yearly harvest on a perfume line. Well, then, we can come up with a tree ration. Rarity for You gets a ration number of apple trees for the perfume line. Let's go for a little walk, Rarity. Applejack leads Rarity up to the Master Emerald Temple. Come on, Rarity, it's safe. My word, this Master Emerald is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, at least this is a real emerald this time, Rarity, and not some big stupid boulder that you carried around for a day. Actually, I think Twilight carried it around for most of the day. I told you never to speak of that incident again. Tom was all Discord's fault anyway. I can't believe Discord's evil spell made me believe Tom the Boulder was a gemstone. Applejack leads Rarity to the back of the temple. Applejack looks out of the temple and out to the north end of Sweet Apple Acres. I'm not agreeing to anything today, but if we're going to ration my apple trees for the perfume line, then I will give you all my Fiji apple trees north of the Master Emerald Temple. When I said ration, dear, I didn't mean you had to give me an entire section of Sweet Apple Acres. I was thinking more along the lines of having one little storage bin that you could graciously fill on a daily basis with maybe 1 bushel of apples per day. A bushel of apples alone should be enough to make 10 to 15 cases of perfume. You know what? Leave the rationing to me, Rarity. I still need time to think about this anyway. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do this yet. Can you give me until Monday morning to think this over? Sure, if you need a couple of days, I understand. I know how busy you are already, and here I am adding to your workload. Look, we're friends. If I agree to do this, then we're gonna figure all this stuff out as we go along. I agree. I just see such a great potential in a partnership with you. I would just hate it if I would missed out on a tremendous opportunity to make a very large amount of money together. The Wonderbolts Academy and Ops Base. The X Tornado makes its final approach to land at the base. Tails, take it slow. There are a lot of Pegasi flying around here. You got it. So this is the esteemed Wonderbolts Academy and Ops Base I've heard so much about. Pretty impressive. I know. I got goosebumps when I came up here for the first time as a new recruit. Being back here brings back so many memories. Thinking about Soren, huh? Yeah, but this is the place where we met, so it's only natural. I didn't mean for that to hurt you, Sonic. No worries, Dash. I understand. The two of you were married and you guys fell in love here and had a lot of adventures together. I'm not surprised by the memories you made here. I like our adventure better, Sonic. They look at each other and smile. Commander Spitfire watches the X Tornado coming into land. Commander Spitfire gets on the base-wide intercom. Attention! Squadron Leader Blaze, please report to the landing runway. I repeat, Squadron Leader Blaze, please report to the landing runway. Tails brings the X Tornado in for a gentle landing. Sonic gets out of his chair and taps Tails' shoulder. Thanks, Bud, for helping me make this day special for Rainbow Dash. I know this will be an experience she'll never forget. Well, I'm honored to have been a part of it. Rainbow Dash gets up and hugs Tails. Thank you, Tails. Tails blushes. Aw, you're welcome. Sonic opens up the storage compartment. Sonic pulls out Rouge and Rainbow Dash's suitcases. Rouge goes to get her bag. No, Rouge, you and Rainbow Dash go ahead and wait outside. Tails and I can handle the luggage. Rainbow Dash kisses Sonic. That's very sweet, Sonic. Thank you. Rainbow Dash and Rouge exit the X Tornado. Why am I not surprised you're early, Rainbow Dash? Rainbow Dash salutes Commander Spitfire. I'm always early, ma'am. You're off duty for the day, Dash. At ease. As for you, Rouge, here's your uniform. Put it on over your outfit. You, on the other hand, are on duty. Blaze arrives and lands next to Commander Spitfire. Blaze salutes Commander Spitfire. Sorry it took so long, ma'am. I was setting up for the Chaos Emerald briefing. We're good, Blaze. Blaze hugs Rainbow Dash. It's so good to see you. Likewise. I never got around to saying thank you for taking care of Soren in his time of need. Soren was like a big brother to me, so I didn't mind at all. Sonic and Tails carrying the luggage. Holy cow, Rouge, what the heck did you pack in this suitcase? Rouge still struggling to get her Wonderbolt uniform on. Well, don't blame me, Sonic. Twilight is the one who went overboard yesterday. I'm sure she packed some books in there as well, knowing her. Blaze and Rouge, you are dismissed. I will be over there shortly once I give Rainbow Dash her orders. Rouge, I want you to come and take your luggage off of Sonic's hands. You will physically carry the bag while flying to the briefing meeting. Yes, ma'am. Sonic hands Rouge the suitcase. All right, Rouge, follow me. Rouge hugs all of her friends. Take care of yourself, Rouge, and good luck with the Chaos Emerald search. Yeah, and don't worry, Sonic and I may find a few of those emeralds too. That wouldn't surprise me a bit, Tails. I'm going to kill Twilight the next time I see her. Seriously, I'm curious to know what she packed in this suitcase. You have the Chaos Emerald, right, Rouge? Rouge checks her rarity for you bag. Yep, guess I'll see you boys around. Rouge follows Blaze as they fly away to the briefing room. You never cease to amaze me, Rainbow Dash. It's only been 2 days since Soren's funeral, and here you are with a new boyfriend. Look, Spitfire, I know how it looks, but Soren chose to push me away 6 months ago. In my own defense, I just found out he was sick a week ago when he collapsed at the Grand Galloping Gala. By that time, I'd already moved on with my life with Sonic. If Soren would have been upfront with me about his pan disease, then I would have stayed with him. Instead, he covered it up by staging an affair and forcing me to leave him. I'm not judging you, Rainbow Dash. It's just odd. I guess seeing you with some pony else other than Soren. I just wish Soren would have been honest with you. Rainbow Dash goes over to Sonic and holds his hand. Honestly, I'm so happy he didn't tell me the truth. If Soren would have been upfront and honest about his disease, I never would have met Sonic. I know Sonic and I have only known each other for about 2 months now, but I know for certain that no one has ever shown me the kind of love that Sonic has. Looks at Sonic. I love you, Sonic. You make me feel like the most special and important girl in Equestria. I love you too, Dash. All right, you two, I get it now. To answer your requests, I did have a bed put into your classroom so you can have your own private space. And yes, Sonic and Tails can stay tonight, but they must leave by 800 tomorrow morning. Rainbow Dash, your orientation with your new class starts at 900 and will go to around 12 or 1300. That's all I have for you, Dash. I'm really excited to have you back, even if you are only an instructor this time around. I couldn't turn down the money you were offering. That and this place has a hold on me. It's part of who I am. Once a Wonderbolt, always a Wonderbolt. Anyway, I have a briefing I need to attend to. Rainbow Dash, feel free to give Sonic and his friends the tour of the Academy and the rest of the base if you like. Thank you, ma'am. Spitfire rushes over and embraces Rainbow Dash. Don't tell any pony I just did that. It's great that you're back, Rainbow Dash. Commander Spitfire flies off towards the briefing room. Rainbow Dash starts the tour by stopping by her classroom to drop off her luggage. Meanwhile, back towards Ponyville, Applejack and Knuckles are walking through the Everfree Forest. Applejack is on her way to visit an old friend, Zecora, the zebra. Applejack and Knuckles reach Zecora's house. I'm glad I came with you. This place is kind of spooky. Not that I'm scared or anything like that. Oh, sure. I know this place can be a little spooky, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. Applejack knocks on the door. Zecora answers. Just to forewarn you, I do not always rhyme for Zecora. Sometimes it's really hard to come up with rhymes for her. It's been far too long, Applejack. Won't you please come in and we can have tea and snack? Why, thank you, Zecora. Zecora, this is my boyfriend, Knuckles the Echidna. It's so nice to finally meet someone from Mobius. I'm very sorry for what happened to your home planet. Twilight told me about it. Welcome, Knuckles. I am Zecora. Knuckles shakes Zecora's hoof. Any friend of AJ's a friend of mine. Zecora grabs the kettle of tea. Would you like a glass of tea, Knuckles? No thanks. I'll take a small bit of tea, Zecora. Zecora pours Applejack a glass of tea. I can't help but wonder why. What is the reason for you stopping by? Well, do you remember a while back when we turned apple juice into perfume? Yes. As it turned out, the perfume you and I made actually became a hot selling item at Rarity for you. Rarity came to me today with a business proposal. She wants us to make more of that perfume so she can carry it permanently at her boutiques. I come to you asking if you'd be interested in being my business partner. I can't accept Rarity's offer unless you agree to make that perfume. Why do you need me to make these happen? Because, Akora, I don't know the first thing about making perfume. The only reason I was able to do it the first time was because you're the one who was able to turn the apple juice into a perfume. Zecora, you're a witch. Making magical brews and potions is your specialty, and that perfume line we created never would have happened had you not known the recipe for turning juice into a perfume. Becoming your business partner if I agree. What would be in it for me? I'll pay you 100 bits for every case we sell to Rarity. Wow, I must say this is quite a bit of money, AJ. So I'll assume you need my brewing skills to turn that juice of yours into that perfume. Yes. Like I said before, I don't know a thing about making perfume. You did such great work when we experimented with this product. Rary and I had no idea it would sell and have the demand that it does. I honestly need you as a business partner if this is going to work. 100 bits per case seems fair to me. Your business partner I shall be. Applejack and Sakura shake hubs. It's going to be great working with you, Sakura. I'll make sure Applejack's Apple Paradise is the best selling perfume in Equestria. Late afternoon, early evening, Twilight's castle. Spike and Cream snuggling together on Twilight's couch. Are you sure you want to face Rarity alone? I should go with you for support. I mean, I'm just as much responsible for this situation as you, Silver, and Rarity. No, Spike, I'm responsible for my relationship with Rarity being on rocky ground. I think if you go with me, it will only lead to further animosity. Hopefully, Rarity and I can come to an understanding, but I can't let this fester, Spike. Still, I'd feel much better if I had your back. It's going to be all right. Silver didn't come home last night, which makes me think he stayed with Rarity after he left the party. If that's, excuse me, if that's the case, then Rarity should be content. I do appreciate you wanting to be with me for support, but I'm the one who ultimately broke the two of you up. I just feel like this is something I need to do on my own. If things get out of hand, promise me you'll leave, okay? While you're gone, I plan on talking to Twilight about you moving in here permanently. If that's okay with you, of course. Twilight walking down the stairs. Actually, I think that's a great idea. Spike pokes his head up from over the couch. I didn't know you were coming down, Twilight. I'm looking for Starlight. Do you know where she went, Spike? Yeah, her and Shadow went out to look at houses this afternoon. Are you serious about Cream moving in here, Twilight? I thought you wanted an empty castle. I do, but Cream is sweet and trustworthy, unlike some other house guests that have been staying here for the last 2 months. Besides, it would be an awkward situation for Cream to stay with Rarity any longer after everything that's happened. Spike begins to cough up a scroll from Princess Celestia. Spike, are you okay? Spike hands the scroll to Princess Twilight Sparkle. Yeah, that happens often. Twilight reading the scroll to herself. Spike, I'm going to need you to come to Canterlot with me, Sonic, and Starlight on Monday morning. We're having a conference on that top secret classified issue we were discussing upstairs last night during Rouge's party. Spike gets up and grabs a scroll and quill. Cream gets up too. Cream gives Spike a gentle kiss on the lips. I'll leave you guys alone since this is a top secret issue. This gives me a chance to go to talk to Rarity anyway. Come on, Cheese. Choo choo. Good luck, my sweet, and remember, if things get rough, I'll come right home to my cute dragon. Choo choo! Spike blushes. I'll be back soon, Spike. Cream leaves. She really is great for you, Spike. Here's some more good news. If she decides to move in, you can still serve at my side 24/7 and not be separated from her. Spike smiles. I never thought Rarity breaking my heart would turn out to be a good thing, but I have to tell you, Cream makes me happy. I'm ready when you are, Twilight. Dear Princess Celestia, Sonic, Starlight, Spike, and I will confirm our arrival at Canterlot Castle Monday morning at 11. I regret to inform you I won't be able to give you too much information. Sonic and Starlight have the most knowledge on the subject. Unfortunately, there isn't any historical evidence that we know of that can explain Sonic and Manic the Hedgehogs having cutie marks other than their stories. Starlight Glimmer is the only pony to visit the planet Mobius. I am hoping her stories of what she saw of the Equestrian Empire on Mobius could assist us in making a decision as to whether or not the history of our origin should change. Sincerely, Princess Twilight Sparkle. Spike blows on the scroll and sends the letter to Princess Celestia. So what do you think, Twilight? Do you really think it's possible that the ponies traveled here to Equestria from Mobius 30,000 years ago? My instincts tell me that Sonic and Manic's stories are true, and that it's very likely that our race does in fact come from Mobius. I'm not sure how Princess Celestia feels about this, though. If there is historical evidence of this being true, why hasn't it been found? That to me is the most alarming question of this whole situation. Why has this been concealed for over 30,000 years? Spike, I just figured out where I can find the evidence I've been looking for. What do you mean, Twilight? A second ago you had nothing. She withheld information. Princess Luna! The night Mobius was destroyed, we were summoned to Canterlot, and Princess Luna said she had visions of the events that were happening. If you remember, Spike, Princess Luna also said that the Master Emerald chose Equestria because of the elements of harmony. The elements of harmony and the Chaos Emeralds were never meant to be separated. Princess Luna said that. She also said that this whole situation was preordained. She knows the whole story, Spike. Fluttershy's cottage. Amy walks downstairs. Well, there you are, sleepyhead. I was beginning to think you were going to stay in your room the whole day. I couldn't help it any longer. Something was smelling so good down here, I had to come check it out. I'm making my favorite dish, vegetable stew pot pies, all fresh from my own garden. Cooking and baking stuff is one of my favorite hobbies. My friend Ella taught me how to cook. I haven't seen her in 10 years. The smell of your cooking brought back memories of Ella and I cooking and baking all kinds of yummy treats. I'm sorry you miss her. Did she pass in the Mobius explosion? No, she lives on a planet called Earth. I miss that place so much. We were only there for about a year, but it was the best year of my life. Sonic and I were so happy there, and the Thorndyke family was so kind to open their home to us. I haven't thought about Earth until last night. What I what I wouldn't do to go back. How did you wind up on that planet? Much the same as we did coming here. 11 years ago, Dr. Eggman had collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Eggman wanted Sonic dead, so he kidnapped me and held me prisoner to lure Sonic to his demise. However, once Sonic arrived, he was able to use the Chaos Emeralds to create Chaos Control. The Master Emerald, the Chaos Emeralds, and all of us, including Dr. Eggman, were transported by Chaos Control to the planet Earth. If you guys were happy on Earth, then why did you leave? Sonic's use of chaos control was causing Mobius and Earth to merge together as one planet. If that merger would have happened, it would have stopped time. The only way to stop it was for us to use chaos control again and return home to Mobius. I haven't seen my friend Ella since that happened, 10 years ago. Now that Mobius is gone, we won't have to worry about that scenario happening here. Oh, thank goodness. I never realized how tough you guys have had it over the years. I don't mean anything by this, so don't take offense. I honestly hate this planet. Nothing has gone right since I've been here. I swear I wish I would have stayed on Earth, and to set to hell with time stopping. At least there Sonic and I were in love and I was happy. Now I have to live on this planet watching Sonic and Rainbow Dash be together for the rest of my miserable life. Amy starts crying. Amy, I told Tails the same thing last night. No pony knows what the future holds. All we can do is just live and be happy. I know you've been heartbroken since you've arrived here in Equestria, but give it some time and you'll see things have a way of always working out. Fluttershy hugs Amy. I've never been on my own before. I've always had Sonic. Well, and Shadow for a little while too. But the point is, I've never been truly alone before. I don't know what to do with my life now. You're not alone, Amy. You're a single girl just like me. I would love nothing more than to find the love of my life, but it hasn't happened for me. Yet I find comfort in all my friends and family. That includes you and Tails. Amy, you have me and Tails as friends and roommates. So in reality, you're not all alone. If you ever need me for anything, I'll always be here for you. Amy gives Fluttershy a smile. Even if I want to help you cook? Absolutely. Fluttershy and Amy continue cooking and getting more acquainted with one another. In addition, Amy opened up to Fluttershy about the time she spent on Earth with the Thorndyke family. Elsewhere, at the Wonderbolts Academy in Opspace, Commander Spitfire has just arrived at the Chaos Emerald briefing meeting. I don't say this very often, but I'm sorry I'm late. As all of you know, Princess Celestia has given me a list of every lightning storm that was caused by the Chaos Emeralds the night planet Mobius was destroyed. Unfortunately, Bolts, this search is going to be very difficult and very time consuming. The search for these Chaos Emeralds now spans across the entire planet and on every province. Every province? It's going to take months to search the other provinces, not to mention the travel time by boat to get to all these places. We need a second search team, Commander. Rainbow Dash is working on the new recruits, Blaze. In 3 months, when they graduate, we'll have a second search team. Now, like I stated a minute ago, Princess Celestia handed me the report of the lightning storms that were witnessed by other ponies as the Chaos Emeralds entered Equestria. Here, in the province of Equestria, we have 3 known Chaos Emerald lightning storms. The lightning storm in Ponyville was caused by the Master Emerald, so that one doesn't count. The Chaos Emerald that caused the lightning storm in Manhattan was found by Rouge, our newest Wonderbolt. Rouge, hold up that emerald so the rest of the team can see it. Rouge pulls out the yellow Chaos Emerald from her Rarity for You bag. She's a beaut, isn't she? Yes, it's very pretty, Rouge. The other Chaos Emerald that was found here in the province of Equestria was found by Shadow the Hedgehog, just outside of Hoofsdale. That takes care of 2 out of the 3 Chaos Emeralds that reside here in Equestria. The final documented lightning storm occurred just outside the city of Appaloosa, and that's where our search begins. Tomorrow morning at 700, Squad Leader Blaze will lead your team to the city of Appaloosa, where, hopefully, keeping my hooves crossed, you bolts will find the Chaos Emerald quickly. Wow, that report of yours is going to make our search much easier. Yeah, unfortunately, only 4 of the 7 lightning storms were documented, so trying to find the other 3 emeralds that aren't documented is going to be a very time consuming task. Excuse me, Commander. Just out of curiosity, where was the 4th lightning storm documented? Near the city of Terravec in the province of Ponarabia. Let's not worry about the other provinces yet. Tomorrow we focus on Appaloosa. I mean, no disrespect, Commander. Trying to find these Chaos Emeralds is a complete waste of resources. Why don't you tell that to Princess Celestia? You know, the ruler of the planet. Now listen, Bolts. I know this is an enormous undertaking to trying to find 3 undocumented Chaos Emeralds over the whole planet. But let me remind you of what's at stake. These Chaos Emeralds, if they fall into the wrong hooves, can be catastrophic to the safety and security of the entire planet of Equestria. Queen Chrysalis is on the loose. Can you imagine what would happen if she ever got a hold of one of these emeralds? Again, we focus on Appaloosa tomorrow. As for right now, Wonder Bolts, you're off duty until 700 tomorrow morning. Get some rest, Bolts. Dismissed. Blaze and Rouge stay behind. Commander. Yes, SL Blaze. I'm sorry for the negativity. It's just this is my first mission without Soren at my side. You don't have to apologize, Blaze. I wish I would have given you some leave time after his funeral, but this mission is priority 1 for your team. Rainbow Dash is going to do everything she can to try and train the new group of recruits. Hopefully they all cut it and graduate so we can have a second team looking for the Chaos Emeralds. I know how much pressure that this puts on you, but the other Wonderbolts team is still trying to find Queen Chrysalis. Look, this search isn't going to be as bad as it seems. The Chaos Emeralds react to each other, so when my Chaos Emerald gets within a few miles of another Chaos Emerald, it will begin to glow as it starts reacting to the power of another Chaos Emerald. Basically, what I'm saying is, we're going to use my Emerald to find the other ones. The part that becomes time consuming is searching every square inch of the planet until we get a reaction. Ponyville, Rarity's Boutique. Rarity and Silver eating pizza at the table together. Are you enjoying the pizza, darling? Actually, it's quite good. Do you ever cook? I'm getting better at cooking. It's just trying to find the time to cook. These past few days has been awkward for me because I haven't really had the time to work. With Soren's funeral and Rouge's party, and then there's you. You worked a little bit this morning. Speaking of which, how did the business proposal with Applejack go? She needs more time to think it over. She has this notion that apples are only supposed to be used for eating, baking, and making apple cider. I've been trying to get her to think outside the box with turning some of those delicious apples into a wonderfully fragrant perfume. She saw first hoof just how much money we made on our little 10-case experiment we did with her perfume's test run during last year's holiday season. I still can't believe that the two of you turned real apples into perfume. Does it smell good? Rarity gets up from the table. She goes to her beauty area and sprays some of Applejack's Apple Paradise on. Rarity returns to the table. Why don't you smell for yourself and tell me what you think? Rarity hovers over Silver. Silver starts kissing Rarity's neck. Silver stands up. Okay, I'll admit, that apple spray is going to drive me crazy. Silver begins kissing Rarity again. Cream walks through Rarity's front door. Rarity startled. Cream, have you heard of using a doorbell? A knock would have sufficed. Sorry, I still technically live here, so it's a force of habit for me to just walk in. Well, you always seem to walk in on me and Silver kissing, don't you? What do you have, a sixth sense or something? Look, I didn't come here for confrontation. I was hoping you and I could talk alone and try to iron out our differences privately. I also wanted to pick up some of my belongings. I figured you wouldn't want me around anymore, so I may be taking Princess Twilight up on her offer by staying at her castle. Silver gives Rarity a quick kiss. I'll leave the two of you alone. I'll be in the shower. Okay, darling. Silver leaves for her shower. You seem happier today. I am. You're very lucky I got Silver out of your betrayal. So you're moving in with Twilight and Spike. How very opportunistic for you. I have to hand it to you, Cream, darling. You definitely know how to play the game, don't you? What's that supposed to mean? I never meant for any of this to happen. Oh, please, Cream, spare me the innocent act. You had your cute little bunny eyes on Spike the moment you met him. You told Spike the first minute you knew him that he was cute. You played the friend card with Spike so you could get to know him better, and then you waited for the opportunity to break us up. Fortunately for all of us, I gave you that opportunity when I kissed Silver for the first time. No matter how you tried to spin the truth, Cream, you certainly didn't tell Spike about that kiss because you felt sorry for him. Again, bravo, darling. You got exactly what you wanted. And so did I. Well, since we all got what we wanted, then there shouldn't be any lingering animosity towards each other. I guess what I want to know is where our relationship stands at this point. Rarity chuckles. Not to worry, Cream. I meant what I told Spike last night. Your career as my personal assistant continues. You're a very valuable asset to Rarity for you, and I can ill afford to lose your fashion talent. But as far as our friendship goes, darling, let's just say I'd rather wallow in pig filth at Sweet Apple Acres than to ever befriend you again. And Cream, if you ever betray me again, I'll make you wish that Knuckles would have left you on Mobius. Rarity winks at Cream. Ta-ta, darling. I'll see you Monday morning. Rarity goes upstairs to join Silver in the shower. Cream leaves Rarity's boutique feeling very uneasy of the conversation she just had with Rarity. Cream, who is a lovable, sweet bunny, has lost her first friend of her life. Although Cream is secretly happy about being with Spike, she also feels guilty for betraying her friend Rarity, who has shown nothing but generosity towards her and Cheese since they met in Manhattan 2 months prior. Back at the Wonderbolts Academy in Opspace, Rouge has met up with her friends, Rainbow Dash, Sonic, and Tails. Rainbow Dash has decided it was time to put her demons to rest and return to Mitzi's diner, where she experienced bliss with Soren, and it also happened to be the same diner where she walked in on Soren kissing Tundra, ultimately ending her marriage to Soren. Outside of Mitzi's, I can't believe I'm back here. We don't have to go in, Dash. I know this place has a lot of memories for you, but not all of them are good. We can find someplace else to eat if you want. No, I miss this place. I've met so many great ponies that work here, and besides, there's no other place to eat other than the mess hall back at the base. It's time I it's time I make new memories here and not dwell on the pain that I endured the last time I walked into this diner. Come on, guys. I want you to meet some of my friends. And Rouge, I guarantee you're going to love this place. I love the ambiance already. Rainbow Dash and her friends enter Mitzi's. The diner goes quiet. Most of the patrons know Rainbow Dash. Tucker, an earth pony, and a waiter at the diner breaks the silence. Rainbow Dash! Tucker runs over and embraces Rainbow Dash. What's up, Tuck? Long time no see, huh? Mitzi! Mitzi, get out here! Mitzi exits the kitchen and is in absolute shock to see Rainbow Dash. Mitzi, now crying, rushes over to Rainbow Dash and hugs her tight. You beautiful girl, I didn't think I'd ever see you in my diner again. Words can't describe how much I've missed you. Gosh, look at you, Dash. You've always been beautiful, but my goodness, I'm so freaking happy to see you. Sonic smiles because he sees how happy Rainbow Dash is. I'm back, Mitzi. I'm back at the academy for the next 3 months as an instructor to the new recruitment class. I have some friends I'd like to introduce you to. They all come from the planet Mobius. Yeah, Blaze was telling me about it a while back. That was the planet that got destroyed, right? Yes, that's the one. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend y'all. No offense taken, Mitzi. This is a really cool place you got here, and the food smells great, and I'm hungry. Sonic, you're always hungry. Guess what? They have chili dogs and Applejack's apple cider. That's it, it's settled. Every time I visit you, Dash, we're eating here. Rainbow Dash kisses Sonic. The diner cheers and claps for them. Boy, you were right, Dash. This is my kind of place. As you probably already guessed, Mitzi, this blue cutie is my boyfriend Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, you got yourself quite a hunk there, Rainbow Dash. Rouge is the pretty bat standing behind me. You're gonna love her, Mitz. She's the newest Wonderbolt, and she's spunky and totally cool and funny. Rouge shakes Mitzi's hoof. It's a pleasure. Likewise. Hope you stop in often since the Wonderbolt's base is only a mile away. This sweetheart is Tails. Tails acting shy. Hi. Oh, he's the cutest thing. No need to be so shy. Mitzi, being a unicorn, uses her magic to lift Tails up for a kiss on the cheek. Aw, man. I told you, Dash, the ladies were gonna love Tails. Nice to meet y'all. Dash, grab that booth over there and order whatever you guys want. Your dinner is on the house. No, Mitz, I can't allow. Now hush your sweet little mouth, Rainbow Dash. I insist. I owe you a meal since you had your heart ripped out the last time you were in my diner. I'm not taking no for an answer either, so go on and sit down with your friends, Dash, and enjoy. Rainbow Dash and her friends all go to the booth and sit. Twilight Sparkle's castle. Starlight and Shadow sitting in Twilight's den. Twilight enters with a bottle of champagne and 3 glasses. Congratulations, you guys. I can't believe you two bought a house. I know, I'm so excited. I'm buying it straight up with no mortgage. Twilight pours the champagne. How much was the house? We got it for 1,750 bits. I'm so happy. I still have plenty of money left over to do some of the small touch up it needs. How do you like it? How do you like it, Shadow? This is a big step for the two of you. I'm excited about it. It will be nice to have a place to call my own with Starlight. And the great thing now is that Shadow doesn't have to work after all, since I'm buying the house with cash. It's such a relief knowing though I'll own the house the day we move in. Twilight proposes a toast. Here's to the two of you. I'm buying your first house together. Cheers. They toast and drink their champagne. Cream enters Twilight's castle. Spike, I'm back. Spike hears Cream and heads downstairs. So how did things go at Rarity's? Overall, not good. I still have my job, but I definitely lost our friendship. Cream starts crying. I've never lost a friend before. It really hurts, Spike. Just give Rarity some time. The best thing you can do now is kick some butt in the fashion business and make Rarity some money. Over time, your relationship with her will get better. Cream dries her eyes. It really hurt her. She feels like she can't trust me, and I don't blame her. On one hand, I'm so excited that we're together, Spike, but on the other, I feel so guilty that I betrayed Rarity. You didn't do anything wrong, Cream. I'm glad you told me about Rarity kissing Silver. The truth is, Cream, secretly I was falling in love with you before Rarity kissed him. I felt like Rarity was pulling away from me, but in reality, I was feeling that way because of what I was feeling for you. It had gotten to the point where I was hoping to hang out with you instead of Rarity. Since the day we met, Cream, you've done nothing but show me how much you care about me, and you've made me feel good about myself. You like me for who I am, and you accept me even though I'm a dragon. I have no regrets with how things ended between Rarity and I, because it doesn't matter. I'm glad we're together because I love you, Cream. I love you too, Spike. Spike and Cream share an intimate kiss. The next morning, the Wonderbolts Academy in Opspace. Rainbow Dash, Sonic, and Tails standing on the runway. I'm going to rev up the X Tornado. Sonic, Rainbow Dash, I had fun hanging out with you and getting to know you better. Likewise, Tails, and thanks for being the pilot yesterday. You helped make yesterday special, and I'll always remember that. Have a safe flight, Tails. Bye. Tails hugs Rainbow Dash and boards the X Tornado. Rainbow Dash has tears coming down her cheeks. Sonic wipes away the tears. Hey, don't cry, sweetheart. This is the part I've been dreading this whole trip. I don't know if I can do it, Sonic. I don't want to say goodbye to you. We're not saying goodbye forever. You'll see, 5 days will come and go pretty quick. I hope you're right. It's just we haven't been apart from each other since the day we met 2 months ago. I think it's going to be weird sleeping alone again. I had a wonderful time yesterday. I love you so much, Sonic. Thank you for making me feel special. That's because you are special to me. I learn more and more every day we're together just how special you really are. I truly cherish every moment I have with you, Rainbow Dash, and it's those moments that will get me through the next 5 days without you. You want to know what made yesterday one of the happiest days of my life? Seeing your face light up as we looked down on Equestria, watching you smile and laugh with old friends, and us taking each other's breath away last night. Most of all, just seeing you happy is all I need. I've loved every minute we've shared together so far, and I can't wait to make more moments where I get to make you happy. I love you, Rainbow Dash. Sonic and Rainbow Dash come together for one last kiss before saying goodbye. Sonic boards the X Tornado. Sonic looks out the window at Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash sheds a few more tears as she watches the X Tornado fly away. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm glad you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks, Jose. Um, a couple of things I just wanted to mention. I wanted to take this time to publicly thank Will Atkinson for doing live reactions to my voice dubs the past couple of weeks. It's actually helped big time. I've actually picked up 5 new subscribers since Will has been doing the reaction videos. So, Will, again, I just want to say thanks so much. I would say the last 7 episodes or so, if you guys haven't noticed, like the new episodes, I actually give Will a lot of thanks, and I actually have him as special thanks for a couple of reasons. Will. I don't really want to call him a silent partner, but I decided to add Will's character into the series, his OC, which is why I give him special thanks because he is allowing me to use his OC. He did come up with the original idea for his character being in the series and helping Starlight when she was going through the heartache with Shadow, with that breakup, and that where Twilight, where she was attempting to kill Twilight. Um, So I kind of thought I was honestly where I was going to go with Starlight was I was going to actually ship her with Sunburst, and then Will chimed in and said, "Hey, I would love my OC to be in the series, and I would love for my OC to help Starlight." And I thought, well, that's a really good idea. I'm like, as much as I would like to ship Sunburst and Starlight, um, I don't mind breaking away from that. So we kind of came up with a couple of ideas of how to do it, and I basically wrote the story for it, and he enjoyed the story and how I've been using his OC. Um, with that being said, the other big thing is right now I'm still voicing. Well, let me just first say this. This will not be the last live stream of the night. Between right now and 3 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, I am going to be unleashing live stream after live stream of episodes. I'm looking at voicing anywhere between 5 to 8 episodes between now and 3 p.m. Central tomorrow, basically until my daughter's dance recital. You don't have to join me for every one of these. Uh, this is kind of an important topic to discuss because the start of season two's episode 49 is actually in jeopardy. I had originally released that I would be releasing episode 49 on Saturday, July 14th. Best case scenario, that will actually get bumped up a day. Friday, July 13th. Friday the 13th. But I don't know. I don't know if I should release it that day because knowing me, I'll have all kinds of crap happen. That's never a good proposition to release something on the 13th, Friday the 13th. More than likely, thanks, Jose. Jose says, haha, good one. Actually, I'm thinking more along the lines that episode 49's release is going to be pushed back further, possibly into August. The reason being is I want to get the first 47 episodes voiced before I re-release the new episodes for season 2. And from that point moving forward, everything will be voiced. I'm hoping I'm hoping I can get it all done. The thing is and the other thing about episode 49 is I originally said it would be a live stream. Unfortunately, by then, I will no longer have Wi-Fi internet. I am cutting costs, so I've already lost cable and already had my internet taken away. Got rid of that stuff. Got some stuff going on, and I want to have some extra money. I've also switched jobs in my company, so gave up my receiving job that I worked 4 years for and went back to picking. But the good thing is at least now I'm guaranteed 50 hours a week. Um, Other than that, though, right now I'm using my next door neighbor's Wi-Fi. He was nice enough to let me use it. He'll be moving in a couple of weeks, so um, I will be. I also changed cell phone companies. Verizon. I no longer have them anymore. I've gone with something a little cheaper, but I do have unlimited 4G, and the 4G actually works really great for uploading episodes. Um, I know when I did the voice dubbing originally, episodes one, two, and three were all recorded on my phone, and they were all uploaded to the internet with no problem. It took a little longer, like 2 or 3 hours for it to upload, but the other bad thing about it is when I do release episode 49, it's going to release in two parts because the episode is 59 minutes long. I think it's like 59 and odd change. On my phone, when I record on my 720, when I record on 720 on my phone, I only get about 46 minutes of recording time. And with episode 49 being 59 minutes, it's going to do the first 46 minutes and then it's going to cut into a 13-minute video on the side. So when episode 49 releases, it'll have a 46-minute part A and a 13-minute part B. So I unfortunately will not have Wi-Fi internet at that point, so I will not be able to live stream. I've attempted to live stream on 4G. It sucks. It doesn't work. You have no connection at all. Even with Wi-Fi at times, my videos are being cut and the sound cuts in and out. But other than that, I will let you guys know exactly what's going to happen with episode 49 as we get closer. I will do one of my PowerPoint videos where I kind of just officially announce if whether or not that day is in jeopardy. It's either going to be released Friday, July 13th, or it's going to be pushed back further towards August. Like I said, I want to get the first 47 episodes voiced before releasing episode 49. Other than that, guys, I got nothing else. I'm going to go ahead. Do you guys have any questions? I don't know. I know Jose is with me. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. If you guys have any questions about the series? Oh, no, Jose puts okay, no problem, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let sign off for now. Let this stream, and I should be on one more time to do one more episode tonight. In all honesty, I'm trying to get at least up until episode 16 done between now and 3 p.m. tomorrow. I want to get like I said, I want to get at least 6 or 7 more voiced before 3 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Thank God for personal days. Anyway, guys, I love you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Again, thanks to all my fans and subscribers for continuing to support me in the series. You guys have made this journey special, and I have so much fun writing and now voicing the series for you guys. It's really been fun. Jose, thanks for watching. Again, I want to thank very special thanks to Will Atkinson again for trying to help me in any way he can with my series. He's already helped big time. I've already picked up a handful of new subscribers just this week alone. And I'm just glad you guys are liking the series, man. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I got a lot more ideas coming. So it's going to be a long series. I have at least 6 or 7 really good, solid seasons planned, and I probably have content for more. So, all right, I'm gonna sign off for right now. Let this stream. If you guys want to join me, I should be on in a little while. We'll say half hour. It's been taking a while for these to stream. I would say probably an hour or so I should be back on, and I'll do one more episode, and then I'm going to call it a night. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later, and I'll keep you guys posted about episode 49. Have a good night, guys. See ya.